my name is Amanda.
And I'm Alexandre.
Today we will present how the prediction can help us predict drug interactions.
Let's make a brief conceptualization of the subject and some reference used to obtain the results. Drug interaction is the difference effect of combination of two or more drugs compared to single use. Currently, it's only documented after tests on population and when the effects are manifested. According to drug lift, for example, clarithromycin plus simvastatin results tenfold increase in body concentration. Other example is clarithromycin plus digoxin. Results dosage tends to become toxic.
The support database used are Medline and Embase, based on clinical evidence, ATC, OMS, classification of substances, KEGG, basis of genomes, metabolic pathways, and chemical and biological substances, and Express enzyme, talk about genetic and biological information.
Laboratory experiments have a lower degree of evidence compared to evidence by clinical trials. Area of study of interaction is pharmacoepidemiology. Laboratory studies take a lot of time and finance cost to get results. So a job suggestion would be to process this data and find valid results. Currently, access to the software that provides drug interaction is limited to those already cataloged and diagnosed through population tests. In other words, the mine of data on the subject can predict the occurrence of reactions, whether therapeutic or diverse, before a woman begins to use it. The intention is to create software with the largest possible number of interactions and take reactions, even the hardest ones.
Here are some related works which were used as the basis for the new studies.
A semantic knowledge-based approach to drug-drug interaction discovery. Make carriers-based data associations. A network-based prediction of drug-drug interactions. It classifies the severity of interaction considering a probabilistic interval determined at the intersections and returns the degree of accuracy between the drugs compared, but does not predict better or worse interactions. Network-based drug-target interaction prediction with the probabilistic software logic creates a probabilistic model of similarity. It generates a network of drugs and related enzymes to predict possible interactions. Data mining model for detection and prediction of drug interactions. It classifies various data such as enzyme, no interactions, proteins, and chemical compounds, predicting new non-cataloged interactions.
And the methodology used was separated into 7 steps: extract data, data preprocessing, data classification, apply machine learning techniques, classify occurrence of interaction, data mining algorithms, and validate potential drug interactions. Alexandre was responsible for the data crawler and all data preprocessing for datasets, and I, Amanda, worked on the data analysis. Among the results found is the first table presented in the paper. This table reflects from the open data the Brazilian government the proportion of drugs distributed monthly for hypertensive patients. According of the Ministry of Health's estimate, we have around 30 million hypertensive patients in Brazil, and a small part in only treated by SUS. This is due to several factors such as the precarious system, the rise of health plans, and the lack of diagnosis. That table shows that few people receive the drug per month in Brazil.
Because we work with text datasets, We opted to explore a word cloud to express how the drug effect behaves if there were associations between two drugs or for hypertension. The most commonly found words of testimony are syncope, hypotension, increased half-life, blood pressure, direct, creatinine elevation, and renal. In the next table, we have the association of drugs for hypertension with commonly used, such as analgesics, antipyretics, and diabetes drugs. Since men have associated comorbidities. With this, it's not said that the most frequent effects are others like nephrotoxicity, syncope, hypoglycemia, hypotension, increased half-life, blood pressure, heart failure, creatinine elevation, lost glucose control, direct, and renal.
In the next table, finally, we have the classification of occurrence of drug interactions, validated by basic or recognized by health, and which classifies the interactions according to possibility of occurrence and the risk associated with this interaction, whether is this major or moderate or minor. Finally, this is important to note.
This work as scientific and social focus it's very important for Brazilian hospitals in the optimization of resource and reduction of deaths. In addition, it reduces the cost of hospitalization for intoxication. Finally, the purpose of this paper is to demonstrate the importance of data and statistics for health and society purposes.
And can be perceived it's the most drug interactions for hypertensive patients involving diabetes, drugs, analgesics, and antipyretics, resulting in combinations at a greater risk than when used alone. Therefore, it's very important to avoid self-medication, especially when it comes to chronic patients.
Thank you for your attention.